The safety initiative that's being implemented now is a piece of economic development, community development that really centers on using all the tools that are available to us for our main intersections coming into town, for a corridor that comes into town. And that corridor has been determined as Center Street from the entrance into town to just beyond the Community Arts Center. And within that area, there are some issues. First of all, it is the gateway to our community. People travel that road coming right straight into the center of town. And we do have issues in that community. Some of them are crime issues. Some of them are blight issues. We have commercial development. We have residential development. And we have code enforcement issues. We have a lot of bars and after-hours things that go on there. And then at the other end, we have the new Community Arts Center. So there's a lot of things that go on within that corridor, and the safety initiative will help to draw all of the pieces together to address those issues and to get everybody to the table to talk about what they can contribute so that in the end we can use it as a tool for community development. It's a first impression, and it's like the cover of the book, and we need to make sure that that cover is interesting and nice looking and a safe place to be. So this safety initiative will address all of those things and get, as I say, get everybody to the table. Anything we can do in the downtown area, certainly in that gateway and in that corridor, is going to help us develop the rest of the community and make it a safer place, a healthier place for our residents and our business people to work. So it's important to have all of the pieces of the puzzle put together. And this is just another one of those pieces that we can use. If you don't have safety, you don't have a healthy community. Even the perception of problems can sometimes cause non-development in areas. It may be the safest place in town, but maybe there's not enough lighting, or maybe there's too many bars and people coming in and out of, places like that, or restaurants, or even businesses, depending on what the business is. So looking at all of those pieces together will give us the opportunity to really do a cohesive effort in that gateway and make it a better place for everybody, not just for people passing through, but for people who live in the area as well. This is a really important tool to get the police and code enforcement, the community developers, investors, the artists, residents, business owners, property owners. All of those people need to be at the table to make these community development issues work, or these initiatives work. So it's an important effort, and I think it's just another example of how we here in Tamaqua can form these great partnerships and come up with really terrific results.
As the neighborhood coordinator, working with the Tamaqua Area Community Partnership and other partners, St. Luke's Hospital for one, what we are trying to do in that area is to convince the property owners that it's in their best interest to actually improve their businesses and their clientele, and to keep better track of what's going on there, to take care of their buildings, to get rid of the cracks in the sidewalks, and bring everything up to code. And if not, then maybe they would like to sell it to someone else, that type of thing. We're trying to convince them that it's in their best interest to make it a better place. What we have done initially to contact the business owners is mostly through the police department and the code enforcement office here in Tamaqua. They have talked to some of the business owners. I know downtown Tamaqua, and Linda Yulanavage, as the chamber president, has also done her best to contact them and try to reason with them and show them how we can help them help themselves. What we're doing now to bring about an outcome of making the borough a safer community is working with the property owners. There have been some improvements in the area. The fire company has had their facade redone, which has definitely made a big difference in that end of the block. What we're trying to do is help the others businesses to become like the fire company, a good neighbor, a better business. One of the reasons the area is so important is because it is the center of town. You have the Depot Square Park and the railroad station, which are great improvements to the area. So anybody who goes through Tamaqua basically goes through that area. And we want them to see that Tamaqua is not a dying community. It's alive, it's vibrant, that there are good things happening here. And by helping the people and businesses in that area show that, it would be a big benefit to the entire community and everybody who passes through. There are a few residents who live in the area. Most of it is businesses. And what we need to look at is, helping those people who live there have a safer community, be able to go out and walk up and down the street, to sit on their porch, to get back to that old-time community feeling where everybody knows everybody and that you can enjoy the area rather than just hurrying through it, trying to avoid it. Gosh, I don't want to get stuck here. I don't want anybody to feel that way about any place in Tamaqua, but especially there.